Priyanka, I want to understand. Now you've been married for like over 10 years, but how has dating changed? Let's take a sample person, maybe one of your clients who's now 30. I'm 26 years old. The way I dated when I was 20 may be a lot different from the way I date now. So somebody who's now 30, maybe 35, unmarried, how has dating changed for them since the time they were 20, 25, 30, 35? How does dating per se change as you grow older?
So I would think that in your early 20s, 20 to 25, maybe even 26, you don't feel much pressure. You're still very much playing the field, feel comfortable playing the field. You don't get bogged down by rejections as much as someone a little older would. Rejections still hurt, by the way, right? People are a lot more casual, they're a lot more experimental. So if someone in that age group is very serious and looking to settle down, they may probably have a tough time because the market is very different from them. Let's say when you come to your later part of the 20s, you start to slowly realize that some friends are beginning to settle down, beginning to be in relationships that are sort of inching towards marriage,
Long term.
etc. Yeah, some sort of long-term relationship. So you start slightly feeling the pressure internally. But it is also a period when people are really trying to figure out their careers and they're trying to take their careers to like a little bit of the next step. So they're also a little bit distracted. That pressure doesn't bog them down as much. Even though that pressure is just kicked in, it doesn't bog them down. As you get closer to 30, like literally, you've turned 29, that year of the 30th year is
the
like
worst
a
year, I think.
really yeah, it's a year of a lot of conflict, right? If everything is going well in your life, you're dating and you feel like you're really sort of having a good time and you're happy, you probably don't worry too much about finding the right person or settling down with the right person. As long as you're having a good time, things are under control career wise, etc. But by any chance you are at a pivotal point in your career where you're looking to make a switch to, God forbid, like product management or something. So
Calling a spade a spade might hurt a lot of people watching.
That's when you want to get into like some sort of a slightly tangential field to where you are, right? You may consider doing some sort of a course and education, like
Exec
masters
MBA.
or like something, right? That's when things start to feel a little bit more challenging because you're like, okay, so if I take that step in my career, what's going to happen to my chances of settling down? Or if I settle down now, will this person be supportive of what I'm going to do? And so that's when it feels a little bit like crazy. But if you don't have those things going on in your professional life, it's still okay. Early 30s, you're like over that point, you made peace with how things are, and you're just hoping by 35 everything gets solved. And then when you get to 35 and it's still not sort of sorted, you're like, oh, fuck it. It happens, it happens. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I think that's how love changes, or like the dating scene changes.
That makes sense.